Hello everyone, and welcome to another trip down my memory lane. So, today we will be talking about some cool things that I've done. Well, one cool thing that I've done. So yeah, we're back in this world. I have the Boxcraft texture pack on. I did a review for that if you want to go watch it. Should be in the playlist. We're back on the survival world, and I don't need these doors. So I need to make a chest. Okay, so when I was about 11, my parents went on a trip to... Oh, I have a chest. They went on a trip to Las Vegas. And when they came home, they had a dirt bike for me. And it was awesome. My first dirt bike that they brought home for me was an LEM. Or a LEM. Because L isn't a vowel. Whatever. I think it was a 50 or a 75. I don't remember. That was 12 years ago, almost. So that was my first bike. And they didn't have enough money to buy bikes for everyone, so we all just shared that one, even though I was the only one who fit on it. It didn't go very fast, so when my sister, who is 6 years older than me, decided to ride it, it couldn't hold her, so she fell over, and she skinned her arm. So that was fun. I had a good laugh. I'm a bad person. But I very quickly outgrew that bike. And I moved because that was a crappy place. I had to get a new bike, and at this point we could afford new bikes and stuff. So my mom and my sister shared a Yamaha 125. My dad got a Honda 400, and I got a Honda 100. And it was pretty cool. We would go out to this desert called El Mirage. What is this? Diorite. Awesome. This is useless to me. I just need coal. We would go out to this desert called El Mirage. It was a dry lake bed. Well, it is a dry lake bed that hasn't moved or changed. It's getting darker. Ah, shit. Shit. So, one day, my dad and I decide, hey, let's go out on our own. Let's go for a little ride. Oh, and my aunt, who was too afraid to learn how to change gears on a bike, decided to get an ATV. So she had that. So my dad and I were going off on a little adventure. We saw some cars out in the distance, and it looked like they were racing. So my dad and I were like, hey, let's go check that out. We'll go watch them race. That'd be fun. So we just like gun it down the lake bed, and I had a 2-stroke bike and he had a 4-stroke bike, and if you don't understand what that means, his goes way faster. And what ended up happening was on our venture down the lake bed, there was a giant crack going all the way through it, like right across. So my dad's way ahead of me, and he hits that dip in the lake bed really hard, but it doesn't do much to him. But then he's like, oh shit. So he turns around right when I hit it, and I had seen it at like the last second, so I stood up really quickly. But it being a dip, it just brought the seat up, and it just like crashed into my butt, and it hurt. So that really sucked. I had a sore butt for like 2 days. But yeah, then we went and checked out the racing, and that was cool. I believe they were racing VW Bugs. I remember on the day that my dad was showing all of us how to switch to the reserve tank just in case. Me being me, I stopped listening. So I stopped listening, and then I went out for a ride with my aunt. And her ATV ran out of gas, and we had to switch to the reserve tank. Turns out, I wasn't the only one not paying attention. So, she sent me to go tell them that she was out of gas. And I was like, okay, I'll go. So I take off back to where we had parked and set up our stuff. Then I got distracted. I don't remember with what. But I drove right past my family. And I just went off through the trails and hills and stuff. And I was like, okay, bye-bye. And then after like 10 minutes, I went back and I grabbed Sunny Delight and some beef jerky. And they were like, hey, where's Lisa? And I was like, oh, she ran out of gas. She's out in the lake bed. They're just like, what the hell? It's not funny. So then they went to go get her, and she was trying to push her quad back to quote-unquote camp. And I felt like such a dick. I mean, I am a dick of a person. Then I grew out of my Honda 100, and I ended up having to share my mom and sister's bike. And that was when I was like 12 that I had to share it, so I think at this point I would have to ride a 150, which is kind of hard to find. I think the only people, or the only company that has made a 150 is Honda. But I might even need a taller one than that. Being at that desert, El Mirage, it was actually my closest encounter with a snake. They only had like one bathroom for everyone to use if you wanted an actual working toilet. So you had to ride all the way to the visitor center. And you were pretty screwed if you didn't know where that was, if you wanted a working toilet. But one time we, and by we, it was me, my mom, and my aunt. We had gone to the visitor center to go to the restroom, and I had my aunt's quad, and they had walked there because we weren't really all that far. But I was a lazy person. I say that as if I'm not now. So when we were done and all, we were leaving, and I was like, oh, I have the quad, let me go get it, because there was like this small parking area. Cool! How am I gonna get that? I put all my shit away. Awesome. So I was like, okay, let me go get the quad. I'll just be a second. And right behind the quad was a rattlesnake. So, that was fun. And I mean that with the utmost sarcasm. I don't mind snakes, but I don't want to be that close to one that's venomous. So then that was a fiasco, but we got it away. I ended up going right over it. Like, I didn't kill it. I didn't run it over, but it was sitting right between the wheels. Like, if these... I'll do this. If these were the wheels, then the cooked mutton was the snake. It was right between these. So the snake was safe. Also, the lady that worked in the visitor center gave me a free t-shirt, which I still have, because I don't let anything go. And they also had like refreshing cold water in there, and it was wonderful. Also, we went to this other desert called Joshua Tree to go dirt biking. Oh my god, it was hell. The only time it cooled off was the middle of the night, and we didn't know how hot it would be. So we got there, my aunt started having a heat stroke. So we went to the local Walmart, ate some McDonald's, and cooled off, and I bought Eeyore shorts. I don't even like Winnie the Pooh. But it was like the only shorts they had. If you guys ever get the chance to go dirt biking, I suggest it. Just be careful to get a bike that is the right size for you, and isn't too heavy or too small, because it is not fun having a bike like that, and it makes it really awkward to ride. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. But if you get hurt, it's not my fault. You need to wear protective gear. Helmets, gloves, knee pads, elbow pads. It's like riding a bicycle, but with more padding, because you don't want road rash. You need some goggles. Where the hell? Oh, it's over there. Really? There was a deposit right there. Okay, well, now that I've made it back to my humble abode, I'm going to leave this here. So, thank you all for watching. It's been fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this series as much as I am. I like telling these stories. Because then I don't have to tell people that I meet about them. I'll just be like, watch this playlist. You'll learn a bunch of stuff about me. If you liked this video, or if you've ever ridden a dirt bike, let me know. But if you like this video, let me know. Because am I just making these for me, or are you guys also enjoying it? I have no idea. And I wish that I could play different games than just Minecraft, but this is all that runs smoothly on my computer. I really need to get a new computer, like a desktop PC computer. That'd be wonderful. It's like a party. Dun, 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 dun. If I could do cool effects, there'd be some flashing lights and some music, but I can't, so. Thank you all for watching. What is this? What? What's white? That was weird. Did anyone else see something white there? Oh, it's the torch. Okay. I just saw that and I was like, what? Wow. Okay. Thank you all for watching. The sun's going down, so the monsters are coming. It's been fun. Again, let me know if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you've ever ridden a dirt bike, and if so, how old were you? Do you still ride them? If so, I'm jealous. Alright, bye guys!